Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.wordpress.com, back again here with another Ferrero Friday project, and this time it's a revisiting of a project from when I first started my blog, which I have seen cased by people, and this is a little diamond shaped box which I originally saw just a picture of it, so worked it out myself from the plan. I'm guessing it was either Chinese or Japanese, but this one is just the right size for a single Ferrero Rocher, and it's using the replacement, I think, for the Flourishes stamp. So anyway, there we go. Very easy and only takes a small amount of card. You're going to be using, this is Flirty Flamingo, and I'm using a stamp from one of the new stamp sets, and this is a two-part stamp set, and this is Flourishing Phrases, and it's a lovely stamp set that has got some gorgeous images and some super phrases with it as well. So this one's got all the phrases on, and this is the one. Lovely font, thank you so very much, and just a note as well. So that's the stamps that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to use this lovely big flourish that we've got here, and of course some Flirty Flamingo ink. So what I'm going to do, when you use a big stamp, one way to get some coverage, good coverage on your stamp actually, is to take your ink pad to the stamp. So if we do that, and then you're just going to literally stamp off the edge as well, to give yourself a patterned background. So I'm going to just come in here and go over, and you can do it whichever way you like. There you go. Just come in just like so. There you go. So having stamped that, you've now got a nice overall pattern on that, and this is a really good way of creating a pattern paper just by doing tone on tone. So then you need your trimmer, and you're going to score on the short edge. Oh, I will do centimetres as well. The overall is 17 by 10 centimetres is what you want, and so you're going to score the short at 1/2 inch. That would be 1 centimetre, at 2 inches, which is 5 centimetres, at 3.5 inches, and that is 9 centimetres. Okay, and then turn it round through 90 degrees, and you're going to score the long edge at 1.5, at 3, at 4.5, and at 6, and that would be 1, 5, 9 and 13 centimetres. So that's all you're going to do on your scoreboard. You will need your scoring tool and a ruler for the next bit. And what I suggest you do is, if you have your card in this orientation here with the short part on the right hand side, you're going to come in and on this second panel in, find the 3/4 mark and just make a mark on the line, and you're going to do the same on this panel, this third panel as well, sorry, fourth panel. So it's that panel and this panel here, so just a mark, and then do the same on the opposite side as well. So you're going to do 3/4 and just make a dot, and again at 3/4 just make a dot, and then you're simply going to score the diagonals. So down to the corner, press quite firmly. You might want to do this on your Stampin' Pierce mat, it'll give you a nice crisp crease, but I find it works okay just doing it on your surface. Okay, so just come into those. And by stamping first, it means you don't get the white lines, which you would, or well, white lines, but a line without the pattern on, which you would otherwise get. So having done that, what you're now going to do is do some trimming away, and you're going to cut away this section here on both sides and notch this in slightly because that's going to be your tab. So the same on the other side. And come here and all the way down here. And notch that in. Okay, so you end up with a piece that looks like that. And so what you're going to do now is come in and fold and burnish all the straight lines. They're all straight lines, but all the ones that are rather than diagonals. Do those 2 tabs. And then with these diagonals, just crease very gently, like so. And again up here, like so. Okay. And then one thing I didn't do is just take the corners off those, just makes it a little less bulky at the top. Now I'm going to use, you can use fuse on this or you can use red tape. I just prefer to use red tape, so I'm just going to put a piece of red tape on the inside here. I just find I prefer it for boxes, as I've said on a number of occasions. Okay, so just fold that up. And that makes your basic box. And I'm going to put a tiny little bit, you could use a glue dot or a bit of red tape on one of the flaps just to hold it closed. As I say, it is a little bit of it's a little bit fiddly to get in, but the red tape will just hold it closed. So I'm just going to notch those out slightly more actually on the one that I'm going to use as the bottom. And then all you do is you squeeze that closed and that then push it in. And there it is. So it's as simple as that. You're going to do the same up here. Obviously the first thing you're going to do is pop your Ferrero in there. You can pop it in. Now you'll notice on this one I actually put a little ribbon closure. And in order to do that, all I did was I took a piece of ribbon and I put it like so. And I just pushed through with my pokey tool. Oh, sorry, you can't quite see it. Apologies. There you go. So having done that, I then took, these are actually retired brads, but you can use any sort of brad then. When you take it out, you should find you can just pop your brad straight through, like so. Open it out on the reverse. And then as you close that in, so you might need to just angle those very slightly more. Just gives a better closure. There we go. And there's your basic little box. So all that's left now is to popped it out. There we go. There's our basic little box. So all that's now is we're going to stamp the decoration. So I've got a small piece of very vanilla here, and again the Stampin' Up! Flirty Flamingo, and a small piece of Flirty Flamingo as well. So I'm going to use this, which is from the Happy Happening stamp set, and just stamp the thank you on that. And that's again this set here. And then using your 1 3/8 punch, just line that up. And then use this one, which is the 1 1/2 inch punch, to punch one out. And then you can just add a small amount of glue to the back. And I put that in the centre there. And then all I've done to attach that is put a dimensional on the back, and that then sits on the front there. And then to finish it off, I've just created a flower with 2 of the flowers from the new Blossom Punch. This is a triple punch here, so it's this smallest one here, and I've punched 2 flowers out and just shaped those very slightly. And all I'm going to do now is add a spot of glue to the back and add that to the side. And there we go, a lovely little table favour that would look lovely on anybody's wedding table, or just as a little thank you for a co-worker or work colleague. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Come back again soon. Bye bye.